France pledges to ban conversion therapy and improve LGBTQ+ education. Nobody. Illustration for any article about France, Eiffel Tower. France has brought forward a 42-point plan to fight discrimination against the LGBTQ+ community within the country. Some of the pledges in the plan include a ban on conversion therapy, improving LGBTQ+ education and making it easier for same-sex couples to adopt. Elisabeth Moreno, France's Minister for Gender Equality and Diversity, said the plan aims to improve the lives of LGBTQ+ people by 2023. Addressing conversion therapy, a discredited practice which refers to any attempt at changing a person's sexual orientation or gender identity, Moreno called them abject and medieval practices and that France wanted to ban them outright. Speaking on education, Moreno said discrimination and inequality are rooted in childhood and believed that by addressing these issues early on they could confront anti-LGBTQ+ attitudes. Pledging to work with the Minister of National Education, Jean-Michel Blanquer, she added, the school must therefore be the first place of awareness and prevention to participate in deconstructing stubborn stereotypes. One of the pledges also involved the setting up of a website, Educating Against LGBT Phobia, with Moreno saying the aim of it was to give teachers the weapons to fight homophobia and transphobia, and allow the proper inclusion of LGBT students. Some positive news for a change. Good job, France. Probably should have this before 2020 but can't go back, only forward. This is good, good. I would have spent far less years hating myself if I was educated in LGBTQ+ issues and meanings much earlier. Took me 28 years to realize I was queer and not just some broken man. Glad to hear it. As for the conversion therapy, it should have been banned years ago. So yeah, conversion therapy is utterly repugnant. It's not only an unconscionable anachronism, it's essentially coercion and aversion therapy that's instilling repulsion in people towards something intrinsic to their identity. The dubious attestations and apocryphal stories religious proponents use to corroborate the efficacy of conversion therapy are clearly fabricated. Visit the religious subs and read how anguished LGBT members are as they supplicate God to absolve them of their sexual sins. It still blows my mind that in 2020 things like this even exist. It's not a choice, no therapy or prayer will take the gay away. This is excellent. Sex education should absolutely include LGBTQ issues, and the fight for LGBTQ civil rights belongs in history classes. The fact that the fight is ongoing shouldn't matter. In the UK we have had protests against LGBTQ education being part of the curriculum from Muslims in Birmingham, so while this is a good thing, expect the same to happen in France. We love to see it. Anytime I see conversion therapy my mind just replaces it with child torture. So this headline should read France pledges to ban child torture. It would be nice to live in a country that bans child torture. France going overboard to trigger radicals/s. Better late than never. Mike Pence is pissed. Canada is moving on this too. Glad to see this antiquated practice finally being addressed as inhumane and ineffective. This is the best TLDR I could make. Original, https://www. Gaytimes, co. UK/life/France pledges to ban conversion therapy and improve LGBTQ education/ reduced by 60%. I'm a bot. In one incident last month, a 27-year-old dancer, Mohammed, was beaten up by a homophobic Uber driver after standing up for himself. This conversation infuriated the driver, who began to throw homophobic insults, that he did not want a queer in his car. When Mohammed stood up for himself and asserted his pride in his LGBTQ+ identity, the driver threw 2 punches at him, knocking him onto a car that had stopped to help. When there's a complaint and a criminal investigation, we systematically suspend the driver, they said. Extended summary, http://np. Reddit. com/r/auditaldr/comments/jid94h/france_plan_score pledges_ban_france/faq http://np Reddit com/r/auditaldr/comments/31b9fm/faq_auditaldr_bot/version 2 0253457 drs so far feedback http://np Reddit com/message/compose 2 equals %23 auditaldr PMs and comments are monitored. Constructive feedback is welcome. Top keywords: driver #1 Mohammed #2 complaint #3 car #4 queer #5 Yes please. Even though homophobia isn't as widespread as a few centuries ago, there is still too much hate for nothing. It hurts to see it every day. France is about to have the smartest gay people on the planet folded hands. Well, this is a pretty sweet thing to see on my cake day. Good news. Sadly, in Ontario, Canada, one of the first things the provincial Conservative government did when taking power was to eliminate LGBTQ+ education from the public school curriculum. https://global news ca/news/4325268/ Ontario Sex Ed Curriculum/. So some areas are still actively going backwards due to religious fundamentalism. But the Islam thing, downcast face with sweat, spoken as a queer woman. Reminder, conversion therapy is still legal in most of the world. Only a few countries and states in the US have outlawed it, and there is still a long way to go. Wikipedia has a wonderful map that is always updated so you can look at your country. https://en wikipedia.org/wiki/conversion_therapy #legal_status https://en wikipedia.org/wiki/conversion_therapy #legal_status. I really didn't know conversion therapy was still legal in France. That obviously needs to be fixed immediately. The pride parades have actually diminished in number and attendance in recent years, because LGB is really part of the new normal. Trans still has a way to go, since under French law, changing someone's gender by surgery is banned by the principles of the Hippocratic Oath, which is a solid argument. There's also a lot of plastic surgery that's unavailable in France, as well as vasectomies, for example. That said, there's still a lot of stuff to work on in terms of adoption for single-sex couples, as well as for surrogate mother deals, or even sperm donations, and there's a massive right-wing opposition dedicated to blocking these proposals. Holy fuck, that shit was not already illegal. It's damn near the Jetsons out here, and we still got this medieval ass shit around. Good work, France. Coney Barrett says, more conversion therapy for us. It wasn't already banned. It's pretty pathetic to harass somebody because they prefer to not have sex with the opposite gender. So now they do this. Now all you have to do is vote responsibly. Because if Marine Le Pen is elected, you can be 100% sure this law will be cancelled/removed. But in all honesty, I don't have a lot of hopes. Proud of my country for this decision. Therapy conversion is something absolutely a shame and barbarity. This is great, but the fact that this is still even a thing in 2020, or was ever a thing, is a major WTF. Every time I hear news like this, my first thought is, why did it take this long to ban it, and less a celebration that it is now banned. Yay. Yay. Till France still has conversion therapy. 2020 and they still pledge to ban an insane and idiotic idea that's been proven to be 1000% useless. Isn't there some global copyright thing about showing the Eiffel Tower lights because they are not under fair use or still under private claims? Dang it, now how do I force my children to use their genitals how I want them to/s? You can pledge whatever you want, we have done it here. Canadian here. Excellent stuff from the Macron cabinet. Clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands, excellent. Can I ask what conversion therapy is? This is really great news. Hopefully other countries can follow suit in the near future. My biggest takeaway from this post is that there's a news outlet called The Gay Times. What a world we live in, lol. Hey, literally everyone, be more like France. As they should, pleading face, even though it shouldn't have to be a thing in the first place, but whatever.